Hi, welcome to this podcast episode, which is about to invite people that they are inspiring, that they are healers, that are involved with inner work and energy healing. And today I have the pleasure to have with me Veronique. She is having this account on Instagram if you want to know more information, which is Freeyourmind Bali. And well, I invite her because also we are in this time of Aquarius. It's about collaborations. It's about to know how we give back to the community. And she's been cooking very interesting things that I want today that she let us know. So let us know what you've been cooking, Veronique.
Okay, so thank you so much for inviting me. And so the last cooking is a self-love program. So it's a 4 weeks program. It's 1 hour and a half, 2 hours every week. But each week we see a very precise topic, and the person has to observe herself and make some transformation during the next week. So it's much more about observing, knowing what she could change eventually, because the goal of that, the purpose of that, is to be more happy, is to be more free. And so it's a 4 week transformation program. It's about self-love, because self-love is the answer of everything, of every challenge, every trauma. It's really the way to heal, and it's really the way to grow and to empower ourselves. It's not waiting the answer to come from outside, but it's finding everything inside of ourselves.
Self-love is the ultimate tool to grow and to find happiness from within, right?
Exactly.
So why these programs? As you say, it's for those people that they're looking for to grow, they're looking for to find more balance, to find more happiness in their life, to connect with their inner power. And how this is gonna happen, how you propose this program to be developed.
So as I said, it's in 4 weeks. The first week we are talking a lot about energy, because this is the basics to understand how it works, our interaction with other people, interaction with ourselves, what's going on internally, externally. So if you don't understand some laws of the universe, you live in a random way, and you can feel to be a victim. You do not take your responsibility, and you can feel powerless. So it's really a way to, in a simple way of understanding and doing things. After, we need to integrate. But it's, when I say simple, I mean that everybody can do it, as long as they understand,
as
they know, and they commit. Exactly. So the first week is about the laws of the universe, observing ourselves. What do I do in a correct way? What do I do in a way that I could transform to be interesting for myself and not against myself? So this is the first week.
So the first module, the first week of the program, it's about identify and energy work, and then also the laws of the universe, that I think is super interesting to get to know how this game is played and masterize with this tool how you can play better for your life and attract more what you want and transform what you don't want, right?
Exactly, because sometimes we don't know how it works and we attract what we don't want, but we do it.
So we do it without being conscious, actually, but there's some patterns in there.
Exactly. So it's really putting the light on it to understand and to use it to serve yourself.
Okay, so what about the second model, the second week of the program? What it's about?
So the second week is about doing an inner child connection, because most of the time, I don't know if you know, but we are all following a program we received when we were a child, because 95% of the time we are in autopilot mode. So it's really having the light as well on what could be this program, knowing if does it belong to me, or do I replicate because it was like that in my family, or because things happened when I was a child and then I am wearing a mask today. So it's really as well understanding what could be those masks, and identify what could be the element of transformation, because the target is always to transform, to know that nothing is permanent and everything can be transformed.
So no matter which state you are, definitely the inner child work could be a really powerful tool, because our inner child have our joy, have our passion, have this inner love, creativity, and when we tap into it, when we dig into it, we can really develop a willpower to transform.
Exactly, and it's as well recreating this connection with our inner child, because most of the time we can be adult and forget about our dreams, our expectation, what was bringing us joy, and sometimes many people have parents, you know, which direct you in a different orientation, and you forgot about who you really wanted to be. So it's really connecting again with this inner child, making space to him. And so I didn't say, but each time we have meditations that I wrote, which are very specific to go on the topics, or we have healing sequence, or we have dance. Each time we are doing something on our body, and when it's meditation, I give them to the person, and they can continue, of course, to listen to them and to activate. And it works because I already did this program with different people, and one of them told me, it's crazy, you know, I had this dream last night, and I was living in the house of my parents, and I have to wake up during the night because I had my period, and when I woke up in the morning in my house, I was feeling being in the house of my parents at 15, and she was 50 years old, no more period at this time. But she told me I was a bit lost when I woke up. So it's really a connection which has been established. And the purpose is to make space to this inner child and to listen to him. And to know what's coming, and not having him, in this door over there, and not listening to him.
So somehow really powerful tool that some of the people already experienced could say that they got these revealing experiences during the program, that already, we can see how you reconnect and you start to do healing. Okay, so what about the third model? We already been into the self-knowledge, laws of attraction, laws of universal laws, and then the inner child work, and the third model, what it will be about.
So the third module is about bringing another dimension again, because most of the time people feel that they are not happy, but they can't say why sometimes, and they don't really know exactly what they want. If you want to use the law of attraction, you need to be very clear on what you want, but sometimes you don't know what you want, which was my case before. So it's very going deeper for people to know themselves more. So the first one, it was knowing how it works with the laws of the universe. Here it's much more internally knowing who I really am, what I really want. And do I use that? Do I have this in my life? If not, why it's not in my life? What could I do to have it in my life? Globally, to have more happiness, to be more aligned with their higher self, with who we are, and to be more, to be in expansion. This is the best way.
And they can help also to, I guess, to reconnect with their talent, with their natural talent,
exactly,
with their passion.
With their value, with their talent, with their quality. So in this module we have that, and as well we have a part which is about the divine feminine. So for now, this program is for women, but soon it's going to be for men. Because most of the topics are matching both gender, but this topic here, divine feminine, of course it's much more for women. We are women, we are related to our period, we are related to the cycle of the moon, and of course we are not permanent, and it's normal. So it's really a way to explain which different personality we could have during the cycle, and during our life, to be more in harmony with that, and to be more compassionate with ourselves, to be more respectful and much more honoring our bodies, our rhythm, to be more, to have a better flow in our life and not to go against the current.
Totally. That's a big work that we have to do actually for womanhood.
Yes.
To get to reconnect with our different cycles and the different stages in our
Exactly.
life, and instead to fight and more align and actually glow and bloom from that instead the other way around. That's beautiful.
Exactly. And I'm so happy, you see, because I'm doing this program with my daughter as well. She's 20. And I'm so happy to bring her this that I couldn't bring her before because I was not aware of it. But since then, I've did some workshop. I've been using different modalities.
Oh, you've been already doing a great work for more than 17 years. So I know that you have a lot of integration. And your daughter, I believe that she's really blessed that she can receive all these tools and all this information in an early stage, and she can maximize that, right?
Yeah, so you can be young, you can be more mature. It's always bringing something that probably you didn't know, which is very helpful and empowering.
And then we will have the last module, the last week of the program, which will be more about?
So the last one is much more about our chakra system. So, because it's very interesting to know how it works, because it's the exchange of energy between the external and internal, how we can activate them, because it's important for us to have this energy flowing in our body in a perfect way. So it's much more for people to understand the chakra system, what it corresponds, which part of the body, how you can activate it in a simple way. And it's this one. We have a dance as well, the dance of the chakra, and then this part is about the 15 rule of self-love. So it's really a mix of like a recap of everything we have seen plus new one.
In a practical way, having all your tools and in a way that you can create your own toolbox that you can take with yourself and keep working with that for the rest of your life, actually.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's really what I do. It's mainly giving a transmission of knowledge and wisdom that I have found during those 17 years through my personal experience, trauma, healing, workshop, different modalities. And all the tips that I've been using for myself that I would have loved at a time of my life where I was totally broken that someone could give me. So I've been searching and finding them myself. So it's really giving them to people. And if they want to operate a transformation, to be more happy, to be more free, to be who they really are with their authentic self, to connect to the true essence and not being a replication of their parents or ticking the boxes that someone else would like them to tick.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's like a toolbox.
This is amazing.
Yes, and progressively during those 4 weeks we are operating gentle transformation with consciousness, because consciousness is the way to, this is the alchemist, to transform. So it's slowly, and of course it's, whoever people work they did before, there is always something.
Of course, there was transformation when we took the time and the investment and the dedication and attention to bring light to parts of ourselves that has been abandoned or that will not be taken care. And any of these kind of modalities can help you. And like already in this program that are all contained, that they are like already tested, already practical way to explain it. So I'm so happy that in this time that we are right now, under this Aquarius time of collaboration, we have wise women sharing their tools for others, for other generations, for other people of your own generation, no matter who wants.
Past generation,
like, because as we were saying, finally be the change that you want to see in the world. So we can change this world one person at a time, doing our own inner work and finding our own inner happiness.
Yes, because sometimes we feel disempowered regarding the global situation, but if each of us is doing his own job, we will change the energy, and we don't need as many people as we are. If we are just a few people bringing more light, raising their vibration, it can change a lot. So yes, if we want to change the world, first we have to start by ourselves. And when we heal ourselves, we heal our children. We help to heal our children, and we heal the past generation. So it's really a great healing.
The best gift that we can give to ourselves and to the world, actually.
Exactly.
So, well, thank you so much for being today with us. Thank you, Veronique, for your sharing. It's always an inspiration having your wisdom. And I hope you got inspired. If you want to know more information about this self-love program during 4 weeks, you can jump anytime. You can find more information on Veronique's Instagram, Freeyourmind Bali. You can always contact me. You will find more information below. And I hope you feel the resonance and you can take this empowerment to be more happy and be more empowered with happiness, freedom, and love. Thank you so much for being today with me.
Thank you very much for having me.